Hey, lovely folks. You know that last night here in San Francisco, I went to the Honor event and they launched the Honor 8. And of course, we got a device to play with. I've been very busy all day and haven't really had a chance to do this unboxing sooner. But hey, better late than never. So why don't you join me as we take this beautiful Honor 8 out of its box live here on YouTube. So, a little background. Honor is a brand that's sort of a sub-brand of Huawei that's been around for a little while worldwide. But in the US, they launched a phone specifically for the US with warranty support and everything else at CES this year called the Honor 5X. I actually have a video review of that coming up pretty soon. I did it a while back and still need to edit it. But that phone impressed for the price. It was a mid-range device. And we were all kind of curious as what they would do next for the US market with the Honor brand. And the Honor 8 is the successor to the 5X. And it is quite amazing in the sense that what they did, as you probably know, is we never got the Huawei P9, the dual lens phone flagship that's available in the rest of the world. Here's the box. You can see all the details. We never got that phone in the US officially, so we never got a Huawei flagship in the US this year. And what's interesting is that this phone, the Honor 8, is really a P9 for the US. So it's pretty much all the features of a P9 that we love in a phone sold in the US, unlocked with full band support and, more importantly, warranty. So pricing is also very exciting. This is a flagship priced as one of those new tendencies of flagships from China being to be priced cheaply, affordably anyway. What I mean by that is, there's a bunch of phones out there that have kind of brought that trend of the affordable flagship. OnePlus being kind of the poster child. The current OnePlus 3 is an amazing phone for the money. And the Axon 7 from ZTE is another candidate. I'm still waiting for my review unit. But the Honor 8 is really kind of in that vein, but coming from Honor/Huawei. So, without further ado, are you guys ready? Let's open this up. So you saw the box. There's some writing in the back. I showed you that really quickly. But really, what you do is you slide this open like that, and you reveal very interesting packaging. But you know what? This is actually packaging that Honor has done in the past with some other phones. So it's a Huawei/Honor thing. So what do you have? The phone, of course, right? Ta-da. And then you can see the dual cameras here. And then, of course, the front. This is the beautiful blue color. Then we have basically not much else, right? At least there's a tab here. Let's see what happens when I pull it. Boom, nothing left in this box. So let's discard this and move on to what this is all about. Aha, there is some stuff we can slide out. So let's have a look at this, shall we? We have here a little pouch with documents, clearly. Let's have a look. Let's open it up. And what is in here? Aha, a SIM removal tool and a credit card size package. Very convenient. And we have some manuals. Aha, warranty card in Spanish and English. And then I think there's something else in here. There we go. And one-time screen protection program. So you can, for 30 days, if you register your device, get 3 months of protection. If you drop your phone and break the screen or the glass, they will repair it for the first 3 months for free. And then you can extend that to be a longer time. Very interesting. So there we go. All right. Now, let's see what's in that other pouch. Because, we all saw the other pouch. And I bet you that's all the cables and stuff. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so here we go. Hey, look at that. We get a cable, not surprisingly. USB Type-C, as you can see, obviously, since this is a USB Type-C phone like the Huawei P9. And then we have, and this phone supports some sort of fast charge standard. I'm not sure exactly which one, but it does. And here is a quick charge, they call it, so that probably is quick charge compatible. A Huawei charger. Sorry, Honor. Honor, well, it says Huawei, but it's the Honor brand. Remember, in the US, they want to distinguish. So, I think that's it. There's no headphones or earbuds provided. This does have a headphone jack, unlike the Moto Z. But let's look at the phone, shall we? So, there it goes. Honor. Now, it's in a protective film, and you know how much I love removing protective films. See the fingerprint scanner? So, let's get on with it, right? Let's get on with it. I know. Look, I'm getting thumbs up. So, let's see. Can I do this without damaging? I'm very picky about not damaging packaging material. So I don't want to pull on this tab if it's going to break anything. There we go. That's a much better way to do it. Oh, listen to that sound. Oh, yeah. Here we go. So I removed. Look at that shininess. Woo. I've removed the wrapper from the front and the back. I'm trying not to put my fingerprints all over it. Ta-da! This is the Honor 8, aka P9 for the US. There is a little dust particle. Let me just clear that off. There we go. And let me walk you through. I'm not gonna, well, maybe I'll power it on, but I'm not obviously reviewing this. I need to spend some time playing with it. So down here is the Honor logo, the IMEI sticker. You have a fingerprint reader there. Let me give you some close-up goodness so you can see how shiny the finish is on this phone. And here's a dual camera setup, very much the same specs, at least on paper, as the Huawei P9, but this time they didn't do the Leica branding on this. So dual 12 megapixel cameras, face detect autofocus, large 1.4 micron pixels. There is a laser autofocus module right there next to it, and then a dual LED dual color flash. But what's cool about this camera is one of them is monochrome, the other one is color. That's very much like what your eyes do. You know, like you have rods and cones, cods, like fish, yeah, cods. You have rods and cones, and the rods, I can't remember which ones are which, but one of them gathers the light, so the monochrome, and one of them gathers the color. So having a dual camera lets you do that with optimizing the monochrome gives you better dynamic range, and optimizing for color gives you better color rendition. So that's what this shtick is all about on this dual camera setup. This is not the first Honor with dual camera. If you go on my Before You Buy reviews on my YouTube channel, you'll find that I reviewed one called the Honor 6 Plus, I believe it was, which has dual camera, but it didn't have a monochrome and color set. So that's the exciting news. Of course, there's a fingerprint reader, as you can see right here, which is supposed to be really fast. And then on the bottom here, you can see a speaker hole, USB Type-C. And this is a testament to how thin this phone is. Look at that. I mean, we're not talking Moto Z thin, but we're talking pretty damn thin. And then there's a headphone jack, because you know what? Phones should have a headphone jack. So that's the bottom. The top has the SIM tray, I think. No, maybe it's on the side. Sorry, there is a secondary mic right here. And then next to it is an infrared blaster, which I'm not even sure if the the P9 from Huawei has that. So infrared blaster, good news for those of you who like to remote control your TV. And then let's see, on the sides here, you have a volume rocker. Let me hold this in a more convenient way. Volume rocker right there, and power lock key, of course, right here. Nicely ridged, so you can find it easily. All this is metal, guys. This is metal and glass. This is no plastic. This is a flagship. I've done the bottom. Let's do the left-hand side. I'm trying not to leave fingerprints on the phone. Ah, there's the SIM tray. So this is a dual SIM phone, I believe 2 nano SIMs, and it has micro SD expansion up to 128 gigabytes. And it comes in a choice of 32 or 64 gigabytes of built-in storage. So you're getting a lot for your money, and I'll get to the pricing in a second. I'm going to power it up. so that you can see what this looks like. So you see the Honor screen powered by Android. Ooh. All right, it's a little bright there. It's kind of messing with my camera brightness gain. But hey, so let's talk about the front now that it's kind of doing its first boot. You have an 8 megapixel camera here, front facing. It's probably the same one as on the P9. It's supposedly a pretty good camera. Some sensor here probably for proximity and light. And then you have speaker, of course, for the earpiece. And then at the bottom here, you don't really have anything. You just have the Honor logo because this has on-screen buttons. I'm not sure if we'll see the on-screen buttons if I swipe up, but yeah, it has on-screen buttons. So I'm not going to set this up right now, of course. But what I wanted to say was that expect a review at some point soon. If you see jitter on my videos, because my connection is slowing down a little bit, so hopefully it'll go away as we get better performance. But you're probably wondering what's inside this phone, because you might not be familiar with the P9, even though I reviewed it on my channel live a couple of weeks back. The P9 is a little better than this, but this is a pretty impressive phone. It has a Kirin 950 octa-core processor. This is a processor that was on the Mate 8, which is the large flagship phone from Huawei that came out in last winter, I guess. I used that phone extensively at Mobile World Congress. Really, really fast phone. For a while there, it was the fastest Android phone I'd ever used running Marshmallow. So this is the same processor. So we're talking definitely on par with Snapdragon 820. Now the P9 has a Kirin 955, which is even faster, newer, and has slightly better graphics. But I suppose they were trying to meet a price point. 4 gigs of RAM. I told you that the memory is 32 or 64 gig, your choice, and it's expandable with micro SD. The display here is an IPS panel, 5.2 inches, 1080p. So this is no Quad HD. This is very much like the P9. You're going to be limited to 1080p. So for VR, this might be a bit of a disappointment if you're doing VR headset. But you know, for everyday life, you can see this is a beautiful screen. There's nothing wrong with it. So anyway, what else is there to say about this phone? I talked about the cameras. It does have NFC, unlike the Honor 5X, which was this affordable mid-range phone that the Honor brand launched with in the US at CES. So fingerprint reader NFC means Android Pay support. Yeah, I mean, 3,000 milliamp hour battery, so should last, you know, should have pretty good stamina in terms of running a full day on a charge. And it's really beautifully glassy and metally gorgeous, especially this blue color, which I find, you know, look at that, really incredible, right? So anyway, that's my unboxing of the Honor 8, which I got yesterday at the Honor event and hadn't had a chance to take out of the box yet. So I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more live reviews. I like to do things live on this channel. And go to my YouTube, subscribe down here somewhere. Do a like, thumbs up, and all that. I apologize for the jitter. It looks like my LTE connection. I'm dedicating an LTE connection to the video streaming because I don't want anybody in my household to disrupt the quality of the video. But when you see jitter, it's connectivity being a little iffy. But it still looks good at 1080p, I hope. And I'll see if I can improve that performance-wise in the future. Honor 8, subscribe, like, watch my other reviews. I'll be back with more soon. All right, guys, that's it. Honor 8. I am out.